Hey guys, it's me, Monster Matt 345 here. Let me try a thing. 345 here. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a Red Bull drink. The Red Bull, the tropical edition, which tastes of tropical fruits, kind of like pineapples and that sort of normal Red Bull taste, which is very hard to describe how Red Bull tastes. Like, it's syrupy, but it's sharp and intense. So it's kind of like that. There's maybe a wee bit of like, of other fruits, but to me, that's the predominant taste that I get from it is pineapple. As you can see, as has been a tradition for my videos recently, my teeth still haven't been fixed. Lockdown is over in the UK, where everybody's going out to shops like normal. The hairdressers are open. The bars are open. The restaurants are open. The clothes shops are open. But the dentist can still only do extractions in people's teeth. So it's been, what, 3-4 months now that I've had to live, 3-4-5 months now that I've had to live with this gap in my mouth. And to be honest with you, I barely even notice it anymore. It is obviously, for you guys watching the videos who don't see me every single day, or who aren't me, obviously, it must be very obvious, very prominent, and very horrible looking. But like, do you know what, guys? People have lost their jobs during the coronavirus pandemic. People have lost their lives. They've lost loved ones. So a gap in my tooth, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, But I do feel like I need to acknowledge it in every single video because it is so glaring, especially if somebody's watching this for the very first time. They're like, oh, I want to see a review of this Red Bull Tropical Edition. So I'll just click on this gap tooth guy. This is not my normal way. Well, it is kind of now, I suppose, but anyway, I hope you're all keeping well. I hope that whatever part of the world you guys are in, that the pandemic isn't, that the pandemic isn't too crazy and isn't, ruining anybody's lives. Like I say, I hope people are in work and their mental health's okay. Such a weird year, guys. So much has happened in this year. It's absolutely insane. But look, sometimes, life throws curveballs at us. It was one of those things that I never, if somebody had told me a year ago that a pandemic would have hit and XYZ had closed down and I would have lost my tooth and not been able to see a dentist for 4 months, I would have had my breakup, I would have had all these new responsibilities in work, because the work I do, it's essential retail. So I've been, in work every day since the pandemic. And it's thrown up new challenges, including the challenge of oh dang it, my train of thought's gone. But anyway, oh, the challenge of the new mask rule that's coming in, that's going to be kind of weird. But anyway, look, guys, I'm rambling on a bit too much here. I'm going to crack open this Tropical Edition. For me, whenever Tropical Edition was launched, it was like, wow, because for so long, all I knew was Red Bull Original, Red Bull Sugar Free, and that was it. I think there was a cola flavour that you can still get, in foreign countries, but mostly this Tropical Edition and the Orange Edition that came out around that time, and then I think the berry one that I've already reviewed came a bit later, was like, wow, Red Bull actually does flavours. Red Bull's not sticking to the norm anymore. They're going out there and doing something different. And even though I wasn't a big energy drinker, I tried the Tropical a couple of times. I tried the Orange, which I really have to get my hands on and do a review of because it's a brilliant drink. And it's really nice and solid. So we'll give it a try here anyway. Oh, I do love the crack that Red Bull makes. My thing about Red Bull, and I know I've said it before, is I hate the size of it. It's so tiny. I really like the 473 milliliter normal Red Bull now because it's that Red Bull punch, but it's like monster size. And obviously for my channel name, I am a Monster stan who loves Monster and lives by Monster. But I think not only does Monster taste great, but it also, the size of the can helps it. I mean, look at this. I just totally don't randomly have a Monster sitting here for comparison's sake. But it's so tiny. But that's the one thing that holds me back about these energy drinks. And my goodness, if they made a big Tropical and a big Orange, Red Bull would go right up there in my estimation. But anyway. So you do get like if you had blindfolded me and asked me to identify the brand of this energy drink, even though it tastes of pineapple, even though it's tropical fruits, and there's probably a bit of guava in there, a bit of passion fruit, even though that's so, not like Red Bull would not come to mind when I think about flavoured energy drinks, it has that Red Bull punch almost. It has that like, just hits you very hard, very quickly. It has that kind of like, it's so hard to describe Red Bull, but it has, even though it's tropical fruits, even though it's really fleshed out, fruity, delicious flavours, it's still quite, there's something about it that just identifies it quite clearly as a Red Bull. It's the same as the apple, it's the same as the coconut, no matter what flavours they pump in it, it has that Red Bull twist to it. But my goodness, the fruity intensity, like you get like, oh, I don't even know, like I always call it the pineapple drink, because tropical drinks, pineapple, like it's sort of, they seem to go hand in hand, but I'm not too sure if pineapple is the main flavour. Like I say, there's just lots of fruity flavours. It kind of tastes like a tropical island punch of some kind. There's maybe even the slightest bit of coconut in it, to be honest with you, but again, that is hard. It's hard to pick out, but it's just this lovely medley of fruity flavours. It really is, like it's worth a try if you're somebody that hasn't touched Red Bull, because you maybe tried the normal one time and you didn't like it. These flavoured, they're the same, but they're a different animal as well, so look, they're definitely worth a try. They're a bit expensive, that's my problem with Red Bull. It's price marked there, £1.35, which is, I think, actually the exact same price that this Monster Pipeline is price marked, and obviously it's double the size. But so it is expensive, but at the same time, it's worth a try. And if Red Bull ever want to make bigger editions of their flavors, they are more than welcome to, because, and I will have to review original Red Bull at some point very soon, because I have been having it so much, and it does definitely go down a treat. So look, I'm a Monster guy by heart. I would still, if I could drink one brand for the rest of my life, it would be Monster. But Tropical Edition is very solid, very fruity. It does have a slight burn on your tongue after it, which is what I would have got back whenever I was younger, and I would have drunk like that comparison again, pineapple. But I mean, it's worth the while. Honestly, I can't say enough things to sort of edge you towards giving it a little try, because it is good. And I mean, what would I rate it though? I mean, it's not as nice as a lot of the Monsters, like I say. It's probably nicer than the coconut and berry, which I can't remember what rating I gave it. It's a tough one. If it was bigger, if it was badder, I would probably give it a bit more, but because it's so small, and like even now, I'm almost done the drink, and I've only had, what, 2, make it 3 drinks out of it, it does let down the Red Bull, but that said, it always leaves you wanting more. So God, I don't know, we'll go with my classic 3.5 out of 5. I don't think I can give it a 3.75. It's definitely not a 4 level. So yeah, I think 3.75 is a fair enough rating. But yeah, like I said, guys, at the start of the video, I hope you're keeping okay. I hope, that you're filled with some sort of like happiness and drive to get out of this pandemic and get back to your normal lives, and just, and just feel happy and content in ourselves. I had a really, really tough week last week. Lots of bad things happened in work, but I think I learned a lesson that it is true not to sweat the small stuff. You got to think about what's going on in the world. When something bad happens, you have to think what could have happened that could have made it worse. So certainly, this year has been a real learning curve for everybody. We've learned a lot of things about the world. We've learned a lot of things about society. Some of it's not good. Some of it's horrible. Some of it, unfortunately, people do acknowledge that we need to change our attitudes with. Um, you know, obviously, like the whole Black Lives Matter thing that's going on in America right now is really, you know, like it's making people realize we can be better and we can do better and we can do more for people that need it. So look, like I say, just sometimes you just don't sweat the small stuff. That's going to be my new saying from now on, to kind of get me through and focus and get me to separate what's bad and what's good. But anyway, like, I'm rambling on. Thank you so much for checking out my video, guys. I hope you're all keeping well, and I'll see you all again after a while, okay? Thank you. I'm now going to enjoy the rest of this Red Bull, my final sip. Bye.